Are we rolling? Hi everyone and welcome to CAFTA.co. I hope everyone is doing well during this difficult time. My name is Cleo Carelse and I'm one of the CAFTA.co writers.
Please don't forget to subscribe and click that bell icon down below and follow us on all social media platforms like Instagram, period.
Hi, I'm Robyn-Dee Van Neel. I am a theatre dance and performance student at the University of Cape Town. My main major is choreography. So I started writing for the CAFTA.co company about 3 to 4 months ago. So how I became a part of the program was my best friend, who is Jacobs, sent me the little poster that she created, asking writers to join the program. And she just sent it to me and she was like, yo, you're my best friend, you don't have a choice but to do it. So I was like, okay, cool. What choice do I have? So yeah, that's how I became a part of the program. I've always split myself between being a writer and being a dancer, but I've identified more with being a dancer because most of the writing I did was personal and it was for myself. Whatever things I was feeling, I just let it out on paper. And then obviously the dancing was more to showcase the world, what I feel. So it was that kind of, so it was always that imbalance between the two. But obviously the world got to see me as a dancer more than what they saw me as a writer. And then after I joined the CAFTA.co company, I've shared much more of my writing because it's what I'm supposed to do, I guess. So yeah, so I've been writing all my life, which is now for the last 2 months. I've showcased my writing. So yeah, cool. Shot. Bye bye.
Hi, my name is Micaleb Lawrence. I am 20 years old. I am a student at the University of Stellenbosch. I currently study drama and theatre studies and I major in acting and performance. I am from Cape Town, East River, but I grew up in George. I went to high school in George, to be precise. It is based in the Garden Route, for those of you who didn't know. A lot of the hobbies that I have involve things from the creative arts industry. This is like watching live theatre performances, reading, writing, creating. I do find that I enjoy collecting tea and candles. So yeah, that's one thing about me that a lot of people don't know. Another thing about me that a lot of people will be shocked by if I had to tell them, I do enjoy playing FIFA. I enjoy playing FIFA so much, and I also like watching soccer or football, if you want to call it that. I'm not sure what people go with these days. So yeah, I started writing at I think about 10 years old. That is when I got my first library card. So I remember being able to take books from the library, and that just gave me like an extra boost to want to create when I saw the things that people write about. So yeah, I have this process that I follow in order to ensure that I'm always writing. This is like setting a certain time apart for yourself to create and to not be drawn into the world or social media per se that makes us neglect our art and makes us forget that we are creatives, you know what I mean? And so yeah, I recently opened an Instagram account for my poetry so that a lot of people can read it. So yeah, I think one of the biggest things for me at this very moment is ensuring that I'm always writing and ensuring that I'm always creating. And in order for me to develop my work, I usually allow my friends to read my work. I just started writing for the creating awareness for the arts company, which is such an amazing opportunity for me to showcase my work and to publish, what I've been hiding from the world for so long. So yeah, so that is basically who I am, and thank you so much.
What has influenced me to become a spoken word artist? I think it was about 7 to 8 years ago, where I attended Alexander Sinton in Cape Town, Athlone, where one of my previous high school teachers had a PowerPoint on spoken word artists, and it was Sada Khan that influenced me to dive into this spoken word artistry. And it was so beautiful to see her works and her ideologies and what she does with her work, and that truly inspired me to become not only the person that I am, but the spoken word artist that I am as well. A little bit about myself: I attend UCT, I'm a 4th year, and I would like to carry on to do my honors in about 2 years time. Yeah, I study in Cape Town. born and bred. I'm the youngest of 3 children, and yeah, it's been a difficult time during this COVID-19, but spoken word artistry has been helping me so much during this time, like getting off all these feelings and energies onto pen and putting it to pen and paper. It's been an amazing ride, being a part of CAFTA and Co. And they've been so open and respectful and loving and so open to what we have to offer. And I feel like it's a pure platform for local artists that wants to put their name out there and wants to put their energies out there. It's a pure local, beautiful platform that just consists of amazing artists. But yeah, what I love about spoken word is that it's a type of artistry that you can definitely sing into. You can definitely put your mind into it, you can put your soul into it, you can put your heart into it, and it's something that really got me out of a lot of things in life, whether it be breakups, deaths, just things, big things that like it got me through a lot. And I appreciate the talent that I possess and the talent that I put out there, and I hope it's being appreciated. And like I said, CAFTA & Co has gave me that platform to do so.
I would describe myself as someone who has a bubbly personality and someone who is always willing to help others. I'm an actress, a trained crew member who's worked in the departments of art production and events. I love singing, dancing, painting and writing. I started writing at the age of 8, where I used to write small little notes and put it in the post box. I would go to my parents and tell them that the postman dropped it off. That's what sparked my writing journey. It's conveying my feelings and my thoughts and expressing who I am on paper. I'm starting to develop my craft from varsity, writing various solo shows, productions, and I'm still working on my craft every day by doing small free writing tasks. I joined CAFTA to inspire people, to inspire myself, to inspire you, to say that you have a voice and your voice is worth hearing.
Hi there, I'm Tara Vet. I'm one of the writers of CAFTA Co. I'm 19 and I'm studying at the University of Cape Town right now, and I'm studying linguistics. And in this video, I'll just be talking a bit about myself and why I enjoy writing, why I started, how I started, when I started. So firstly, my interests are playing video games. Firstly, I'm a Nintendo girl, so Zelda games, yay. And I enjoy reading, horse riding when I can, and I recently started drawing, so that's fun. So how I got into writing, I didn't always enjoy writing. In fact, when I started, I started in high school. Before that, I just didn't like it. I was a terrible writer. I always got bad marks for my essays. Well, not always, I didn't always get bad marks, but they were always so convoluted and tangled up and everything. It was just hard to read. But now I hope my writing is better. But I started writing about the same time I started enjoying reading, which was grade 9. And I started reading Percy Jackson because that's kind of my genre. I love fantasy and Greek mythology and all that kind of stuff. So when I started, I kind of made a reputation in high school of being like the bookworm / author person that, well, I do want to become an author. So I even got an award for being the bookworm at school. It's my wacky award. I got to go up on stage and get it and everything. It was really exciting. But yeah, I started writing. I started enjoying writing when I started writing better essays. Like, I got great marks for essays in English when, well, not only in English, in Afrikaans as well. But I wasn't very good at Afrikaans. I always had to ask my mom to translate for me. So yeah, I was better in English. And I remember like reaching the top of my, well, obviously I reached the top in matric because, you know, experience and everything. And I remember my one of the best essays I wrote in English got 49 out of 50. And my teacher asked to read it out in front of the class. I was very nervous, obviously, because I still get a little nervous when people read my work because, I don't know, I just feel like I'm still not good enough. but that's the problem with everyone when they start out. It's kind of like imposter syndrome, like that sort of thing. But yeah, hopefully I'll get better. I mean, I do want to become an author, like I said. So yeah, and that's about all I think I can say. Oh wait, no. What else can I say actually? Nothing. Bye then. Bye.
Hello, beautiful people. My name is Oratile Ndimande, but you could just call me Oratile. That's what the Uber app calls me anyway. No, you can't. I'm originally from Rustenburg, Tabane in the northwest. But I'm currently here in Cape Town. I am studying a degree, which will be an honors next year, in theatre and performance with a specific focus on acting. I like cooking and baking. I love music. I've been playing the guitar since I was in grade 7, and I like watching stuff, whether it be absolute nonsense on the internet or a good series. What do? I do music. I have a guitar. I like to make remixes and produce some music on Fruity Loops. I have a YouTube channel, but I'm not sure if Cap is cool with me plugging my own there, but I will anyway. I do acting, I do drama, I write. I do artistic things to either distract me from or help me come to terms with the nonsense that is humanity on planet Earth. Writing for me started in school. A lot of reading and writing happens in school. Duh, of course it would. But with like creative writing tasks in English and sometimes Tswana, I found that those were a bit more interesting for me to do. But also I tended to just write a lot of diaries. Someone's literally vlogging outside. It's cool. We're just taking random pictures. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, I used writing to help me maneuver around some pretty not fun times in high school and middle school. Yeah, I often would write out some frustrations, but also dreams as well. It's not very often that I remember the dreams that I have, so if I remember a dream and it is scary and or like it's just intriguing in like one way or another, I would take notes of those. I also took English as an elective. I decided to take English for a whole year. Which I don't entirely regret, to be honest. It was a bit boring at times, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of reading and writing, but I don't regret any of that. In my second semester in English, it was the creative writing task, and so my tutor was just like, hey, you should have proofread this, because your grammatical mistakes are terrifying. But your story is actually not like you could do something with this, and that boosted my confidence a little bit. Oh, and I'd also I contributed an article for Sax Appeal. Yes, yeah, it was 2018. 2018, I had contributed. It was like a cute little article. Last year in 2019, I participated. Well, our team Rochester had participated in the Res for Res competition. I wrote a script with a friend and classmate of mine. It is called So No Dessert Then, and it won Best Script. So that also was just like, wow, okay. So those little instances of like my confidence being boosted a little bit, and like just a constant nudging of like, okay, you're doing okay in your academics, but like you need to have your name out there so that when you leave, people actually care who you are. When I saw the post for CAFTA looking for new writers, I'm like, hey, okay, I'm gonna be on that. So that's kind of what pushed me into, you know, my writing and actually building it and taking it a little bit more seriously than I did when I was in high school. What I'm doing to like further my writing is literally just doing and just volunteering for things that I haven't done before. So like with the 2 like reviews that I've written, like I had no idea like what went into a music review. I'm just like, okay, I know a little bit about music. I did music theory in high school. Like, let me just freaking do it. So like, you know, signing up for things. But basically being on CAFTA and like setting deadlines for yourself, but also knowing that you need to contribute at least once. Especially this year, it's been very easy for me to be demotivated. And just to be bankrupt creatively. So then having that deadline of like, girl, you need to do something, girl, you need to do something, that has been very helpful. But yeah, that's basically a little bit about who I am and what my writing is to me, I guess, why I call myself a writer.
Hi there. My name is Freddy Nyezi. I am from Cape Town and I'm currently studying theatre and performance at the University of Cape Town. What I do, I am a dancer. I like acting. I like to sing, although I cannot sing, and I really enjoy writing as well. I enjoy writing poetry specifically. I got into poetry when I was, I think, either 12 or 13, so either at the end of grade 7 or in the beginning of grade 8. It started off for me as, I know, like everyone says, oh, you need to find creative ways of like releasing your emotions and stuff like that, and I think that's what it started as for me. I had, well, throughout my primary school and high school experience, I really enjoyed reading. So one day when I was feeling a type of way, I decided to, instead of reading, to write like the things that I was reading. So I wrote down the way that I was feeling and the way that I imagined people who wrote books wrote about how they were feeling, and afterwards I looked at it and I really liked what I wrote, and I think from then on I was just like, this is what I like doing now, and I spent quite a lot of time writing poetry. I don't quite write whenever I want to. I realized that I write out of inspiration. And I think one thing that I definitely want to work on in terms of my writing is being able to sit down at any time and write about anything, and not necessarily something that I feel has inspired me to write. And that's why I like the Kaftico platform so much, because of all the deadlines that we receive. It helps me to focus and it helps me practice my craft, and it helps me say, okay, now I need to sit down and I need to write about something before a certain date. And I think the one way that I know to develop my craft or my talent is to actually like meet the Kaftico deadlines, or even myself read it by reading other people's material, and exposing myself to as many things as possible so that I can widen my range of things that I understand or things that I know about, or things that can then inspire me to write more often. That's all for me.
Hi guys, I'm Andrea Miiles, coming live from North Pine. I am a writer for Kaftico, an entrepreneur, brand affiliate, and blogger. I would describe myself as bubbly, definitely, but I'm very quiet at times. I love being in my thoughts and contemplating, especially when it comes to people observing. Yeah, I love everything that's got to do with design. You see toppling? Yeah, that's my jam. Singing, dancing, writing, started all the way from a young age of 3. Joking. Actually, I started reading from 3, so anyway, is that true? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so as from the age of 8 or 9, one of the two, there was this time where I would sit down and I would start writing stories using little beacon marshmallow egg stickers. I don't know if you remember that little rabbits that were in there. I used to write stories about the chief of Mpangwe and the princess, and I always used to love everything that's fairy tale. Yeah, I come of quite a lot of whimsical. Anyways, yeah, so I love the fact of what Captico is doing for everybody, because they're really giving us a voice to express ourselves. And I truly believe in personal development as long as you stay in tune with God, because you make no plans without the Lord and He will get you through. Yes, it can be pressurizing. I mean, anything great doesn't come easy. So just know that if you want to be great, you gotta do great things. And it all starts with the mind. Yeah. So I love everything that's interior design. And I studied multiple disciplinary in architectural design, drafting. And I studied project management because you need to plan the steps all the way to the top. That's the way how it goes, without doing the action. So yeah, I really think that you should join us on Captico, because 6 months ago, where I am today, what I can do now to my writing craft, and every single day it's just improve, improve, improve. You gotta get strong, you gotta go harder, you gotta fight. Because if you're not gonna fight, darling, if you're not gonna fight, ladies and gents, who's going to fight for you? So I really mean this when I say, go reach your goals, go do what you wanna do. If anyone tell you no, you tell them straight, like God told me this. And no man can get me down. So when I say men, by the way, I mean men and women. I mean people from earth, human beings. I mean, it's so mundane. Yeah, so tune in for more and you'll see me on the flip side. Ciao.
Are we rolling? Something interesting about myself is that, well, I think this part of my hair was cut shorter than the other part. Things I really enjoy doing, things I really enjoy doing is cooking, and being dramatic. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke. I don't think I like any of this stuff. We're getting signal. Okay, great. Hi everyone. I'm the real Hannah Taylor. My very interesting doppelganger just hijacked the signal for a little bit, but we are back, and I'm super excited for this video. So I moved it out again. As I said, I'm Hannah Taylor. I'm a patriotic Cape Townian. Love, love, love the mother city. Is it too late for me, or can you move? I went to school and I learned how to write. So yeah, I think it was in grade 8. I had this really, really great English teacher, Mrs. Kun. Shout out to Mrs. Kun. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't think she even knows the impact she had on me. But she was great, and I remember we were doing this poetry, or we were doing like a poetry section, and the way she would explain things, and it's like a passion for words and a passion for books, and like the way she interpreted what was going on in the poem really ignited something within me, and I think that's when it kind of like my passion for writing actually, became more serious. Writing for CAFTA has definitely made me more disciplined and goal-driven when it comes to my writing. I write a lot, especially in my personal journal, but I often have like creative ideas that come to mind, like for a poem or for a story or for like a little informal photo shoot. And writing CAFTA has made me actually work towards something and like finish those little nuggets of creativity and actually share it with everyone. Things that I enjoy doing, anything creative, whether it be acting, whether it be dancing, whether it be painting or writing, I really enjoy things like that.
Beautiful people, we have come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed us talking about ourselves for 5 minutes at a time, like the video down below. You know, it literally won't hurt anybody. Please do subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that you can get an update whenever this channel puts up a new video. Please do follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and thank you so much again for watching. Hope you're having a lovely day, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this, and thank you so much. Bye.